I look like a Q-tip right now. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So something looks a little bit different, right? I wonder what it is. Behind me, you say? This way? No, this way. A clue! Okay, it's my new vanity mirror. Wow, that was like actually terrible. But yeah, I finally put up my vanity mirror that I've had for like a month. So hallelujah. I'm going to be kind of like redecorating this zone so it's not going to be this barren. I'll make it nice and cozy. That's up. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Anyways, so the point of this video is I'm going to be trying out a new foundation. Well, it's not new. It's new to me. It's actually been around for quite some time. This is a Diorskin Airflash spray foundation. I don't know if I'm gonna like this. I tried one from like a Sephora brand a long time ago and I don't know, I didn't end up really liking it, so I returned it. But who knows, maybe I will absolutely fall in love with this foundation, which I'm kind of hoping I don't because it was expensive. This was $62. It does say that it has 2.3 fluid ounces. A normal foundation usually has about 1. It could be half foundation, half air for all I know. I got the shade 201, which is in linen. This is like, I think, the second to lightest one. I don't know if it's gonna match my skin. I don't know if it's gonna be too dark. I don't know if it's gonna be too light. We have a history of looking really, really pale on my channel. So I'm kind of nervous, to be honest. I don't know what to expect. So I actually went on Sephora's website to figure out the best way to use this, and it says to spray it on your face in like a Z pattern from a distance. I don't know, something like that. Or you could spray it on your kabuki brush and buff it into your skin, which gives you more coverage, and I'm kind of leaning on that option more. But I am going to try and spray it on my face. Unfortunately, I'm just like really not into that idea, because you just have to wear all this protective stuff, extra steps just to put on your foundation, and like nobody has time for that. I don't need to be cleaning foundation out of my ear holes, my hair, my earrings, my clothes, my surroundings. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to experiment. I'm going to spray it. I'm really hoping I don't have makeup mist all over my white furniture. Oh, that makes me nervous. I've got my little headband on. It's not very protective though, is it? Just gets the hair out of my face. What can you do? Anyway, just shake the foundation really, really well because that's what it says to do. Do I need to do like a spray before I put it on my face, or do I just, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna do it on the back of the receipt. That color though. Oh god, I'm so scared. That's a pretty like sharp spray. It's not very like misty, if you know what I mean. Okay, we're gonna do this. Oh my goodness, I'm so nervous right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. I can't do this. This is not gonna go well. I'm so nervous right now. If it's really cold, I'm gonna be... So that didn't really do much except coat my lashes, my eyebrows, and my earrings. But I can see the foundation on my skin. It's like definitely not as full coverage or anything. I know that you probably have to blend it in or spray more for more coverage. I don't know how long I was supposed to spray for. I mean, I can see some of the foundation on my skin. Actually, the color doesn't look too bad. Like, it's like a nice healthy color. I'm gonna go ahead and spray it on my brush because that's the way I would normally apply it. I don't think spraying foundation is like my thing. Like, it's just, I don't know, I can't do that. I'm gonna be using my Morphe E6 brush. It's a flat top kabuki, and I'm just going to put like 3 little sprays there and start buffing this into my skin. Oh, okay. So the color is actually really nice. Ooh. It's blending out really nicely. Whoa, holy crap. What? That looks really beautiful. Okay. $62, come through. I'm gonna do the other side. Oh, it feels so cold. So upon this first layer that I'm putting on, it gives really good coverage, about like a nice medium. I could still see some things through my skin, but honestly, like a tiny bit of concealer would fix that, like no problem. And it looks so natural. Oh my gosh, I'm actually kind of like excited about this. And I'm not the color of the wall behind me, you guys. How exciting is that? I'm just gonna finish up the rest of my face, like my forehead, add a little bit more on my chin, anywhere I need a little bit more coverage. See how this builds up a little bit. So I've given the foundation a little bit of time to just sink into my skin. The feeling on the skin, I don't feel like I'm wearing anything, to be honest. It doesn't feel wet or tacky. Kind of feels like a powder. Like if I rub my skin, it's like a very fine, silky powder. That's like the feeling I could describe. The only thing I'm gonna say is when you are putting this foundation on, make sure you blend it out really quickly because I feel like it dries quickly. And when I put it on my forehead and went everywhere else on my face, I feel like there's like a little patch of foundation here that didn't get blended out perfectly. But other than that, I think it looks really good. I'm not gonna like nitpick, it's very natural. Like if I just put my eyebrows and my mascara right now and walked out the door, I would look natural, like really good. I'm kind of torn about wanting to set my foundation with a powder because I feel like I don't need it. It already kind of has a powder-like finish, it's not tacky or wet. But I need to put some concealer on underneath my eyes and my blemishes, and maybe I need to set that. I don't know. Back in the day, I actually had an airbrush system, and when I was doing airbrush, I remember I would put the concealer on before because I really liked how the airbrush looked after, and I didn't want to put anything creamy over top. So I feel like if I was going to use this foundation again, I would go ahead and apply my concealer everywhere that I would need to, like on my blemishes, under my eyes, and then apply the foundation so I wouldn't have to do anything or even set it. So that's something like a food for thought for later, but I guess for today I'm gonna go ahead and apply my concealer underneath my eyes. If I was staying home all day, I wouldn't even put anything on, but I have errands to do. I gotta go to the market and do things today, so I wanna look a little bit put together. I'm gonna take my Bareminerals Bare Skin Complete Coverage Serum Concealer, and I'm gonna apply this underneath my eyes and any blemishes I have. Then again, we get to see what happens to products on top of this foundation. Not everybody, you know, is just gonna put on a foundation and walk out the door. If you wanna know what it looks like with things built on top of it, that's what we're gonna do today. I'm just gonna tap the concealer into my skin. I'm not gonna buff it around because I don't want to disrupt the foundation. And I find that this gives me a little bit more coverage than just smearing the concealer everywhere. I feel like if you use this foundation with a beauty blender, the beauty blender would soak in a lot of it. I don't know, maybe not, maybe so, but I don't know. I feel like using a brush would be the best because you get the most coverage. And the beauty blender, I feel like it would just, it's water and then an aerosol, and I feel like it would just like absorb it all. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my face, but I'm gonna take the smallest amount of translucent powder in the cap and use a fluffy brush to just gently dust this underneath my eyes wherever I put concealer. I'm not gonna go ahead and like bake or add heavy amounts of powder. I just wanna set my concealer mostly. So this is what my skin looks like right now. I know I should have probably come up close after just the foundation. I always forget and I'm so sorry. But this is what it looks like right now. I think it looks actually pretty good. The only thing is I feel like maybe around here it looks a little dry. Like my skin needs like a little bit of moisture, but that can just be my skin, the fact that I didn't really put a primer on. But a little bit of setting spray or like a moisture spray can easily fix that. So I think everywhere else it looks really smooth and soft, which I'm actually really enjoying this. I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my face and I will be right back. This is the rest of the face done except for the eyes because I'm going to be filming an eye look review right after this, so I don't want to put anything on my eyes quite yet. It is 12:02 p.m. I will be back kind of like midday, and then at the end of the day, for as long as I can manage to put my makeup on. I would probably say that I look a little bit dry, but not like cakey and super makeup-y, just dry. I feel like I need just like a mist of like a hydrating makeup setting spray just to put a little bit of moisture in my skin. But this foundation, the way it is just matte. It's not dewy or luminous by any means. I have like normal-ish skin, so I'm not super dry or super oily either. And this is pretty matte. I don't hate it though. It looks really good. Sometimes the more you wear the foundation throughout the day, kind of settles, mixes with your natural oils, and looks very flawless and beautiful. So I'm gonna give it time to kind of like marinate. But right now, I don't mind it whatsoever. It hasn't really sunken into fine lines yet. That's a true test, see, because I have a lot of facial expressions and I get lines on my forehead between my eyebrows and my smile lines. The only creasing I see, to be honest, is under my eyes because I didn't really set it very well. I just dusted it with powder. Usually I just set it with a wet beauty blender so it doesn't move, so that's like my own fault. But other than that, foundation looks bomb. Okay, that's enough talking for now. I think I will see you guys soon. Hey guys, I am back for my midday check-in. It is about 4:22 p.m. and that means I've had my foundation on for a little over 4 hours. I think that's plenty of time to kind of figure out if something's working yet or not. But anyways, looking in the mirror, I don't look bad. It definitely looks like I have makeup on. It's not as like flawless and skin like from when I first applied it, but it doesn't look bad at all. It hasn't like sunken into any of my fine lines and wrinkles on my face. Like I don't have smile lines, which is awesome, and I always get makeup in the crevices of my brow wrinkles, but I don't really have that. I only have my wrinkles that are on my face, but there's like no makeup inside of it, which is awesome. So it's not accentuated. That makes sense. My skin doesn't look overly dry. I didn't wear a primer with this foundation, and I feel like if I maybe used a primer that was a little bit hydrating and smoothing, it would make my skin a little bit more quenched. I haven't touched up my skin either. I mean, I did some lip swatches for a video, which my lips are like really stained right now, and I kind of touched up around my lips a little bit, but that's pretty much it. I know I didn't go with like a full coverage, but I can't tell if it's fading a little bit on my cheeks or I just didn't put enough coverage there, but I'm starting to see all my scars a little bit more. So I don't know if that's just because I didn't put a lot of it on or that it's fading. I think it looks pretty decent for 4 hours. I do not hate it. So this was my midday check-in. Next time I see you guys will be later tonight when it's time to take my makeup off. So I will see you guys then. Hey guys, I am back for my last check-in. It is 9:48 p.m. It's almost 10 o'clock. I've had this foundation on for almost over 10 hours, which I think is a sufficient amount of time to wear your foundation for. And I gotta say, I actually like this a lot. I didn't think I would like it as much as I do, but I think it still looks really good. After 10 hours, it definitely looks a lot different than it did before. It used to be like super matte and dry-ish looking, but now it's kind of like a natural, I don't want to say like oily or dewy, but like you can definitely see a little bit more shine on my face, and I don't mind that at all. Actually, it doesn't look bad, and it's not separating. It hasn't disappeared off of my face. It hasn't like caked up or anything like that. It looks really good, and even my boyfriend said he thought it looked good, so that's a plus as well. But overall, you guys, I think I really like this foundation. I can't wait to try it with a primer. I didn't wear a primer today, so try it with a primer, and I also want to build it up to like a really full coverage because I did kind of like a full medium. I didn't go all the way, so I want to see how much it builds up, if I can make it look very flawless, you know, nothing showing through. It hasn't changed into a weird pink or orange undertone. Just like all of my foundations make me look a little bit like ashy or pink for some odd reason, and this has like the perfect tone. But yeah, I think for the most part this is amazing, and I really like it. I did end up wearing this foundation again, and I also tried it on top of my Lancome Idol Ultra foundation. I actually really liked it a lot, lightly layered on the Lancome foundation. It was long wearing and it had a nice velvet finish. So I'll definitely continue to wear the Diorskin Airflash because I really did enjoy it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys found it helpful. Let me know in the comments if you guys have tried this and what you think of it. I know it's been around for a while, so I'm pretty sure someone out there has this. So let me know, and as usual, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Makeup by Jesi. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.